Hello, everyone, and welcome to this inaugural episode of We're Thinking About. This is a show where you just get to let the mind wander. You just get to think. You don't have to worry about what's real. You don't have to worry about what's fake. That's not the point. The point is to allow the mind to travel wherever it needs to go in order to find the solutions that it needs. You have to let the mind discover and explore, and you have to allow yourself to see beyond the veil, to see beyond everything that is right in front of you, to see beyond the world that you've been fed since a young age, the way that you just, came to believe that these are the way things are, and there's nothing we can do about that. But we are the people, aren't we? We're the ones that do the thinking. We're the ones that collectively create the world at large. If humans weren't on this planet, then no problems would exist. At least, none that we would have created. You see, the mind is so powerful. The mind can do things that no human can. And so that's why on We're Thinking About, we don't worry about human capability. We don't think about what is right now. Instead, we just think about what could be. So for this first episode, I want to talk about something that's pretty near and dear to all of us. This thing is the universe. What is the universe? It's just this blanket. It's just this space-time continuum. Something that hasn't happened, but at the same time already exists. It's a space of infinite nature. It's a space of so much possibility, and it's a space that's co-created by all of us. We're each just a little slice of the universe experiencing itself. We're each just a little bit of the bigger consciousness. You see, humans, much like, the Bible, go through a story. As Shakespeare said, something along the lines of the whole world is a stage and you're an actor, or something like that. I'm not familiar with the quote, but the point is, this whole life is just a show from the start to the end. Everything you watch on TV is just a smaller scale of what's going on in the big picture. And the big picture is a lot of humans who are collectively creating a very dissonant reality. creating a world where everybody is constantly fighting, creating a world where everyone is just so scared of what could go wrong, like all the time. And so, with that, I want to take you to a grander scale. I want to take you out to the story of humanity within the universe. If you think about the universe as this thing that's just constantly happening, has happened, is happening, already exists, you realize that in order for you, there must be me. So in order for one of us to have existed, there would have had to have been something that observed that. So the Earth begins with its natural inhabitants. I can't say I've been alive long enough to say who these people were. I feel like it was before my time. But I'll tell you one thing. It wasn't the white man who colonizes, who comes through and takes over the land, who fights for it. Who, in essence, comes to Earth and makes slaves of the people who originally exist here. They came to Earth and introduced the concepts and ideas of a religion. Not to discredit Judaism in any sense, but just to say that they came to Earth and introduced Christianity and chose it as the way to God. Isn't there something interesting about all of this to you? The idea that the white man came to Earth, where Earth had its natural occupants, and they arrived and they colonized, and they took over, and they created currencies, and they made it a war zone. They turn the Earth into a space that everyone is fighting over. Now, does that not sound like people who come to Earth to try and conquer the planet? I want you to take that and I want you to take a step back. And I want you to see that there were the original inhabitants of Earth, who were then conquested by a race that seemingly came out of nowhere. I know that sounds really stupid, but if you think about it, we don't know where any race came from. We can say that we know it, but none of us existed when race came about. Yes, history exists, but why should we trust everything that history says? Especially for a history that doesn't teach us about the things that we actually need to know about ourselves. Instead, it's a history that is told in a way that explains the conquest of a planet. We're taught about wars. We're taught about everything that is wrong with Earth. And we're told that we need to do everything we can to conquest a little bit of Earth ourselves, to take control of something. But we seemingly forget that life existed on Earth before us. We forget that maybe we are the aliens. Maybe we are the ones who came to Earth to take control. Maybe we are the ones that have created a society and a culture that is so based around money. So when we think of this, see yourself as a conquistador of Earth. I don't know, I'm sorry. But think of yourself as a little bit of the universe. You came from outer space. You came from nothingness, and now you're attached to a body on Earth in the universe as a human in time, in this thing that's just kinda happening. And we're all a little bit lost. We're all a hell of a lot lost. We don't have to be when we find our place back in the universe in harmony. But Earth has gone through so much pain. Mother Earth. We weren't the first ones here. And you know what we did? We murdered. We killed. We raped. We pillaged. We committed all of these horrible atrocities and sins on the people of Earth who were here before us. And we created a society that is so willing to look at another man in the face and say, I am better than you. And now we as white people want to act like we still own the place. Like what we've created hasn't destroyed our spirits, hasn't destroyed our souls. I don't know about you, but I've come to hear a lot of sadness in people's conversations these days. A lot of pain. A lot of masks. A lot of hiding from the truth. And that we're all suffering at the moment, and you're not alone. But now it's time to wake up to this. It's time to wake up to the fact that our problems with each other are never what the universe intended. The universe is a space of love, of harmony, and of joy. And we, as the human race, need to go back to this. We, as white people, need to apologize to those who were here first. Learn from them and create a better planet for all.